Big up, everybody. It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk for a special edition of another transfer news show. So, these are some of the players that we're going to be talking about today. Mason Mount, third bid that Man United placed yesterday has been rejected by Chelsea. So we'll talk about that. Jurrien Timber close to joining Arsenal, and Marcus Thuram, new Inter Milan signing, or new Inter signing, I should say. So yeah, a lot to talk about. I'm very excited. So if you, of course, want to hear about all of that, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, as we're not that far away from 2K subscribers. Also, make sure that you give this video here a big thumbs up, as well as the more likes we get, the more the video will be pushed out there for more new people to see, discover, and be like, you know what, kind of like the vibe. Let's like. So yeah, I you know hopefully y'all enjoy the layout and whatnot. I do put in a lot of work with these layouts, overlays, backgrounds, and whatnot. So, hey, we try to always elevate the show and make it bigger and better each time. So, yeah, big up to everybody that's here. Let me say hi before we fully get into the show. Hopefully, you brought something to drink. We're going to be here for about an hour. I made a smoothie. We got water because it's hella hot here in Norway, and my last day was at work was yesterday. So my summer holiday has started. So hey, let's go. But yeah, let me say hi. And before we do that, feel free also to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box or pinned as a comment in the live chat. You get customized badge next to your name, emoji you can use. And while we get more members, we will end up starting to do more sneak peek content and behind the scenes stuff as well. So yeah, big up to Bobby K, big up to Ensmith TV. Hope you're doing well. Big up to Ravi. Ravi, I'm saving your questions. And if anybody of you have questions regarding basically any of the news, transfer news in general, I will be saving it. So we'll dive into it throughout the show. Uh, Yassine says, "Hey, Walashe, your club is moving slow on transfer window. Bayern now entering the race for my Mason Mount. We will talk about it. Pick up Levelin. Hope you're doing well. Why do I keep saying Levelin? I mean Lou Ellen. I'm sorry. Lou Ellen, which is a beautiful name. Says like, share, subscribe, and enjoy. Yes, 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 people. If you enjoy the content, you like, you share, you subscribe. All those are free. So yeah, yes, I am indeed streaming in comfort. Come on now. This is I know to release this kit, I think a month ago or so. It's supposed to be like a replica, like paying an homage to the 1988 and 90 season. I got Brian Robson on the back of it. So yeah, big up to Lewis Jackson. Hope you're doing well. Let's talk about it. So first talking point, Mason Mount. I've talked a little bit about Mason Mount here and there. A lot of you guys know where I stand with the whole Mason Mount conversation, whatnot, to Man United. That's not a signing that intrigues me. It's not a signing that I am particularly excited about. I don't want him. I think there are better options out there, but there are reports out there that many reports that Ten Hag really wants him. It's a big target for him and whatnot. And you know, if it is, it is. I can still back the manager, but also be like critical and not necessarily agree with it. But I'm backing him. I mean, if he ends up becoming a Man United player, hey, you'll have my support. I wouldn't want anything but for you to perform and do incredible and kill it in the shirt and wear this badge. I would love that. That would be amazing. That would be utterly lovely. Of course. Hello. That would be incredible. But we will see. Okay, I'm seeing that the StreamYard Wi-Fi icon is coming on. Connection is unstable. If you're on a Wi-Fi trap, come on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just see if my dad can just plug out from the Wi-Fi. One second. There you go. There we go. Okay. Hopefully it'll sort itself out very soon. But yeah. So we have put in 3 bids for Mason Mount. The third one came, it was sometime yesterday, but I remember last night it was report coming that the third bid that we put in, about 55 million plus I think 5 million add-ons, has been rejected by Chelsea. So hey, that happened. Um, but Man United has reported that they wanted to walk away, that was going to be the final bid. But I don't know if it'll happen. I hope we walk away. So let me just read what Fabrizio Romano said. So he tweeted this: understand Chelsea have just rejected Manchester United third bid for Mason Mount. It hasn't met Chelsea valuation, as Chelsea counter offer is £58 million plus 7 million to get it done. Chelsea also offered to meet in person to resolve in everyone's interest. So obviously Mason Mount has been very much clear with the fact that he wants to move to Man United. He wants this move to happen. He's refusing to sign a new contract with Chelsea, so he ain't here for that. He's like, thank you for you, thank you, but I want to go. I want to leave. I need to go. So that's what it is, right? But Chelsea's like, yo, if you want to go, then we need to get some peace for you, some proper peace in hand needs to happen for you to actually end up leaving. Whether or not it'll happen, I don't know. But I do hope that Man United, y'all said third offer is going to be the final offer. If they reject it, we go. Are you? Can we please don't cave in. Leave, go. Go. That's what I'm thinking at least. Like why do we need to still entertain this anymore? We put in 3 bids, move on. There's been reports saying that we have 4 other targets that we can go for and move our interest to. One of them being a Caicedo, whom also Chelsea are looking at and most likely being favorites to get. So I would love to like snap Caicedo up right up from Chelsea's nose. That would be incredible. That ideally for me, Caicedo is more of a signing that I do think we need. But what are you gonna do? Philip says, "Are you wearing a Chelsea shirt? Does this look like a Chelsea shirt to you?" Hmm? I'm just asking for a friend. Does it? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's not. Come on now. Come on now. Mm-mm. But yeah. So I don't know. Sammy Lookers reported United believe Chelsea are overvaluing Mount as he's out of contract next year. Next year, he has 1 year left of his contract, people, and he wants to leave as well. United's bargaining position is weakened by tight budget. They do not want to compromise amid their intention to sign a striker. Also, it was reported Bayern Munich are also interested in Mason Mount, as Thomas Tuchel is a huge admirer of the player. This was reported by Sami Mukbel from the Daily Mail. So, hey, it's Bayern Munich. This could be a tactic from Chelsea, just putting out the news that Bayern is in for. Bayern is kind of lurking around, also being interested in Mason Mount. I don't even think they would be paying the piece that Chelsea. If we're not doing it, Bayern definitely we're not. It's not going to do it. Like they hardly really be making signings like that at all. You know. So you know what I'm saying. So it's just, I don't think that's going to be the case. But just hope, brother, just leave. If he ends up staying at Chelsea, he'll go for free next season, and it is what it is. You know. That's kind of what I think, at least. So for me, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I generally do not want us to get Mason Mount. I don't want to, and I've been saying I hope that this supposed deal collapses. That's what I definitely would want to happen. That's not me trying to be bad mind and whatnot, but I think there are better options out there. You know. Right? Says, would you take Mount on loan if you can't buy him? No. I've been saying I don't want him. No. Exact. I'm trying to understand. No. 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 I don't want him. And guys, I was just, obviously the Chelsea shirt. Like, hey, I would never wear a Chelsea shirt. So let's come on now. Like, I know it's blue, but like, hey, come on now. I'm not wearing any other Premier League English club shirts. That ain't happening. Outside of England, that's another story, but not here. You know. But I know that you meant United, but I don't think that is not happening. Chelsea, like if they're letting go of him, that ain't gonna be for loan. Like that's not happening. I doubt that that's happening. Either we walk away and he ends up staying there, because I'm just trying to see who else is gonna come for him. I don't know. I have no idea who else is gonna be coming for him. He's been very adamant on the fact that he wants to go to Man United, right? And Man United also wants him, but we're not going to be paying the money that Chelsea are asking for. That's what this essentially is all about at the end of the day. So now it's just about waiting. Will they be able to resolve? Are they going to be meeting in person like Chelsea have offered? Will Man United quote unquote cave in? Or is Chelsea caving in with lowering what they initially valued him for at the beginning? I For me, I've been saying like 40 million and then okay. But we've been saying okay, 45, then 55. We ain't going past 55. So either you go what we're saying or we leave. And I personally hope we leave. So that's all I'm saying. I generally hope that Man United ends up just leaving. Go look at, I know, I mean, I did post a video yesterday talking about, potential Nico Barella from Inter to Man United. Probably wouldn't be leaving, but we're looking at it. So hopefully that can be something we can focus a lot more on. Or potentially Moise Caicedo from Brighton is definitely a player that I would love for us to be getting. I think he would be incredible and add something. Like imagine Caicedo, Casemiro. That sounds nice. C plus C. Great. That sounds lovely to me. It really sounds pretty good to me. So I hope it can happen, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's kind of the latest on that. We'll probably hear more so something later today or maybe tomorrow. If we end up hearing anything, then I might do probably. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do like another live show later today, but I probably will do something tomorrow since I haven't planned any streams tomorrow. So if we hear anything major, I'll come back and do either a little short video like I did yesterday, or we'll do a live stream. Before we move on to Jurrien Timber, let me read some of your comments. Blue says nobody else will mount, and United should use that to their advantage. You know, I just, I think we should go for somebody else. Llewellyn asks this question: would you rather get Mount for 60 million or keep McTominay? Oh my God! Assuming that Fred leaves at the end of the season and Casado goes to Chelsea, I'd rather keep McTominay. I am paying 60 million for Mount, who has 1 year left of his contract. So sorry, but that is not going to happen. Nah, nah. I'd rather keep McTominay and you go for another target. I'm not paying. Nope. 60 million for somebody that has 1 year left of your contract. Hell to the nah. And not just have 1 year left of the contract, but also has, had his worst season ever in his entire career, right? Obviously, the whole of Chelsea was like shit, except for technically Thiago Silva, right? Everybody else, yeah, kind of very much underwhelming. He to be one of them. But yeah. And this comes from the fact that I'm saying I'd rather keep McTominay. I want to sell McTominay. I'd rather keep Fred and sell McTominay. Use McTominay because we're trying to, lure West Ham and whatnot, which probably wouldn't happen. But, you can get some peace from McTominay for sure. Something, he's academy product. Get some peace. Get some peace. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Uh, so yeah, Chelsea are playing on United desperation. Are they though? Are they really? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's too much. Chelsea are selling players to Saudi left and right and center. Oh, they are. Now says don't want another De Jong and Mudryk and Rice saga. Arsenal is bad enough with Rice saga. We don't need this with Mount. Exactly. I don't want even to have like okay. One thing is to not want the saga with players that you actually do want. Why would I want to have like a transfer, saga, soap series, freaking like I mean soap opera and like a sitcom and a full-on blockbuster movie with a player that I don't know that I actually don't want. No, thank you. No, no, thank you. Not at all. Nope, I don't. Now also says everybody's having a meltdown over this situation. Need to calm down. We need to walk away from that deal. So here's 100% facts. All right. I don't even know if people are having a meltdown with this. I don't know. I mean, I've been seeing some. I've been watching a lot of Twitter updates on my phone, and there's definitely been some people that would want to have Mount. There's also a lot of people that are like, nah. So I don't know. I don't know. There's some people saying like, come on now. But hey, I will of course, like I said, keep you guys updated. But let's move on to Jurrien Timber. Remember last season when Man United was in for him? Um, Ended up with what was it? He was advised by our former manager Louis Van Gaal. Bless his heart. Man United did him dirty when they sacked him right after the FA Cup final. Like, hey, so I get that he still has grudge. I get it. Hey, I get it. But brother, come on now. Uncle Van Gaal, like, let's let's maybe let it go. Let's move on. But at the same time, Glazers, they hey, fam, I get it. I say all this to say is he was advising Jurrien Timber, hey, if you go to Man United and you don't play that much, I ain't gonna be letting you play for you. You ain't gonna be playing for the national team. That's gonna let your national team appearance be under jeopardy. So hey, we this is not gonna look very good for you. So he was like, oh, you're kind of right though, Uncle Van Gaal. You're kind of right. Maybe I should still stay here at Ajax one more season. Then we can talk about next season. Now, we ended up, of course, getting Lisandro Martinez, which hindsight now, hey, I don't mind. I mean, the guy has been a revelation. The guy has been incredible in that defense, you know, and just as a leader, being great with playing out from the back. Like wow. So sometimes stuff works out, even though you didn't necessarily get that first transfer target. You went after another one that's maybe the next one on the list, and that worked out. Like for instance, we went in for Frankie De Jong for the longest time, and then suddenly an opportunity rise to the occasion. Casemiro wanted to get another challenge. We bought him, and hey, wow, did it not work out? Yes, it did. Of course, there was some, okay, issues with availability here in terms of, the suspensions. But at the end of the day, it's been an incredible signing for sure. The same with Lisandro Martinez. So we haven't necessarily been I haven't been hearing reports that we've been linked with him again. Obviously he's wearing a Arsenal shirt here in this picture, so Arsenal are the one that's trying to be going for him as they were at that time when we were in for Jurrien Timber. Arsenal was actually in for Lautaro Martinez, but when we dropped our interest in Jurrien Timber, we moved on and to Lisandro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez obviously picked us. There's a connection, of course, there with Ten Hag, former manager to Ajax, yada yada yada. So now Arsenal moved on to Jurrien Timber. I would say it will be a very good signing. So Arsenal preparing to increase their offer for Ajax defender Jurrien Timber. The Dutch side rejected a 30 million bid earlier this week and won 50 million to sell their youngster. This is reported by Mail Sport. Interesting. And now the Gunners are preparing to increase their offer for Timber as they look to bring him during the transfer window. This is by Mike Verwey, a Dutch journalist. He has said from the very first moment, this is a direct quote, by the way. He has said from the very first moment that he only wants to leave Ajax for an absolute top club. He doesn't listen at all to other clubs that report after Arsenal. Wait, listen to other clubs, except for like, Arsenal and Bayern. Even Bayern, who have not yet made an offer, are still waiting because Arsenal are his dream and priority. He set his sight on that. So most likely, Arsenal definitely are more so like the front runners to get Jurrien Timber. It would be interesting. It's kind of funny. Like remember when we got Lisandro Martinez and there was talks about his height. I mean, Jurrien Timber, I think, is a little bit shorter than what should I say? Lisandro Martinez. Probably be playing as a fullback, whatnot, but still short. At the end of the day, I do think I mean from what I've seen of him, not that I've seen that much, but some moments here and there, I would say that he probably would be good for us. I think so. Um, I wouldn't necessarily want to be like, oh, let's go back for him again, because I don't, think there are other options out there. In my opinion, it's not necessarily the, top priority for Man United at the moment. But if Arsenal do get him, and they do get like a Declan Rice, of course. I mean, Kai Havertz, we've talked about that. I'm necessarily not super interested or like, whoa, baffled by that. Not in a positive way, at least. I'm not baffled by that signing at all. But if they do get Declan Rice, Julian Timbid, maybe Romeo Lavia, then hey, yo, we talking then. We kind of talking then. We kind of talking then. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting, but I can see him probably becoming an Arsenal signing. Um, Depends on how the Declan Rice situation goes on. I mean, like I did the video I did yesterday talking about Declan Rice also have getting interest from Man City, and that is kind of lurking in the background. But let's be honest, we ain't gonna be sniffing that. Pause. But you know what I'm saying. It's more so Arsenal and obviously Man City looking at him and being more so in the front seat. Probably Arsenal even further along. So hey, it'll be interesting. But so far, Arsenal, hey, they're doing their thing. We'll see. We will see. We'll see. So before we move on to Marcus Thuram, let me read more of your comments. And if you have any, like I said, any type of questions, stuff you want to talk about, let me know. These are obviously the main um, subjects for this stream. But if there's other stuff that you want to talk about, let me know. But keep it transfer related. Also, make sure you keep liking and do indeed subscribe to the video if you haven't already. As we're growing and we're not that far away from, like I keep saying, 2K. That would be great if that can happen before this season ends. Okay? Let me just see real quick how many likes we got. We got 17 likes. Okay, hey, well, great. Let's see. This was from earlier. Get that mount deal done. He's what the manager want, not what people want. Everything Carpy. Hey, that's a fair comment. But why are we gonna get him for the piece that they're asking for? I'm sorry, he got 1 year left of his contract. So no, walk away. Walk away. Blue says, damn, Arsenal are actually serious. Fair play. Didn't think they would spend like this. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. They are. They're like, yo, we were close to be getting, winning the league and whatnot. We messed it up at the end. But we need to make sure that that won't happen again. If we're gonna compete in the big leagues, the fact that we're back in the Champions League now, we gotta go for it. So it'll be very interesting indeed. It'll be interesting. Philip, it's Marcus Thuram. It's Marcus Thuram. I didn't have many letters in the title, so I just put Thuram, but it's Marcus Thuram, um, not Kevin Thuram. For 1 second, yesterday I was like, "Oh my God, is it?" And I'm like, "No, it's Marcus Thuram." I mean, it says it here as well on the actual outlay here, though. Here's the picture. So yeah, big up Ming. Hope you're doing well. Big up as well, Nathan. Hope you are doing well as well, my brother. Sofia United, a club like this should be getting a top caliber of player, not mediocre signings. That's a good point. I mean, we are working on trying to get Andrea Onana from Inter, the goalkeeper, to potentially. I mean, if he ends up coming, obviously that will be more so to be replacing De Gea, who has 6 days left of his contract. So yeah, that will be quite interesting. Now, since Arsenal look like that could they could get Timber, who was a Man United target. You have these super Arsenal top gunners laughing that they are getting Timber. And at Man United, we got the last laugh getting Martinez. Exactly. They just switched up. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, bro, we signed McAllister. Now we've gone completely quiet. For fuck's sake, had to endure a horrific last season. Now we can't afford anybody. I know it's been very quiet with us. Like, I've been complaining how things go very slow, but y'all signed McAllister, and then after that, it's been rocket silent. I know that with the, I think it's under 21 World Cup or Euro Cup, something in that order. And I think it might be Euro Cup, one or the other. And um, Kevin Thuram is playing, I believe, for France, and Liverpool is like waiting until after. Well, not them, they waiting, but I think he is waiting until he's done so that he can just focus his situation, focus on the World Cup and the tournament that they have, and then after you can focus on, okay, which club am I going to sign to, if that makes sense. So yeah. Ravi says, Sophia, do you see much action from any clubs in the window? Some clubs. I mean, Chelsea, they're moving mad. Arsenal, you see some, of course. Man City, hey, Kovacic came in. They already got some outgoings. Gundogan left. Bernardo Silva probably will be leaving. So there's some clubs. I mean, Spurs just signed a goalkeeper recently as well. So Newcastle signed Tonali from AC Milan. So hey, there are some clubs that definitely have a lot of action. But there's also others such as Man United and Liverpool, where it's a bit, especially Liverpool, I would say, like I said, a bit too quiet out here. Way too quiet, in my opinion. But hey, we move. So the last talking point will be Marcus Thuram. This news broke out yesterday, and I was kind of like, I mean, the more I think about it, I think yesterday I wasn't necessarily like, oh my god, I'm stoked. But the more I think about it now, I'm like, decent signing. It'll be very interesting to see. But yeah, so a lot of you guys know my second team after Man United is Inter Milan. Um, just International Inter, right? Um, Fabrizio Romano tweeted this yesterday. Inter have reached full verbal agreement to sign Marcus Thuram. Here we go. Deal in place for salary around 6/6.5 freaking hell net per season plus signing fee. Inter working to get contracts now prepared and then sign, seal, delivered. I'm yours. Then sign during the weekend. PSG, Leipzig, and AC Milan rejected. They got rejected, Marcus. And also, by the way, First Romano actually tweeted about that Marcus Thuram himself said, "Here we go." So he tweeted, "Here we go," and then I just checked the tweet he deleted the tweet, but he himself tweeted, "Here we go." That's kind of funny, like used the famous catchphrase from Fabrizio Romano, "Here we go," "Here we go." So yeah, Marcus Thuram, the Frenchman from Borussia. I always mispronounce this. Munkel Gladbach to Inter. Okay, I know Man United was more so linked with him. I think it was a January window or something like last year, or even before then, where we kind of been linked with him. Um, Before, as we've been looking to get a striker, but I would say this is it is a decent, good signing for Inter. It is. So I'm definitely going to be, y'all know I've been doing some Inter watch alongs and whatnot during the season. Started to do a little bit more at the latter stage of the season. So once the next season kicks off, I definitely want to do more Inter content as well. You know, Especially more watch alongs and whatnot. So in the Serie A and of course in the Champions League as well. So I'm excited. So I'm definitely going to be more so like on the lookout and see how Marcus Thuram um, performs. But getting him, it then does seem like, well, Lukaku could be leaving then. Or is Lautaro Martinez leaving? Who is leaving? Because to me, it looks to be that Lukaku probably would be leaving. I mean, technically, he's still a Chelsea player. But Chelsea don't want him back. He doesn't want to go back to Chelsea. Chelsea have been trying to, see if they can, get a move for him to Saudi Arabia, but he's declined. It's like thank you, but no, I don't want to do that right now. I still have something to prove. Do you though, brother? Do you? I don't know. It'll be quite interesting how it ends at the end of the day with that whole debacle. Like I remember when Chelsea first signed him, not the first time, but like when they signed him the second time, right? The big return 2 seasons ago and whatnot. That was huge. I was thinking, oh my God, could Chelsea maybe win it? Could they win the league? Hey, since they just had won the Champions League, the season prior, and you're thinking, okay, could that maybe be the final piece? They just are missing like a proper goal scorer. Could and they fell off. That's kind of what we all know right now. But they have made some. They've gotten rid of so many players now, so maybe we'll see. But at the end of the day, Lukaku, what happens? I don't know. I personally think it's maybe time for him to go and leave Inter, go to another club. Will it be any other Italian clubs that he would go to? Or would he maybe go to Spain? I don't know. Has Lukaku ever been to Spain? I'm trying to remember. It's been several times in England. Freaking hell, like 4 different clubs. But like, oh my God, it's been a lot. And of course, Anderlecht and whatnot. So, and Inter. It's been a lot. But I can't remember. Blues, a shout out to Lukaku, man, my legend. Is that really a legend? This is not me trying to be disrespectful. If that's your legend, that's your legend. Hey, you do you, but ooh, wouldn't be my legend. Definitely not my legend. No, not at all. Not at all. But I say this to say, Thuram, though, I do think is a decent signing, and I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I would say I'm definitely interested to see how it will work. Will it be a partnership between him and Lautaro Martinez? Or will they, obviously Edin Dzeko left. He left to Turkey, to Fenerbahce, so it will be more so that he's a replacement for Edin. He is a replacement for Edin Dzeko. The more I completely forgot about it for a second. He is a replacement for Edin Dzeko. We're just trying to then wonder, would maybe Lukaku be leaving? Is then what I'm thinking about. I hope he does, because I do think, like I said, if I'm gonna pick, I think Thuram. Even though I haven't seen that much of him, but more so like in France in the World Cup and whatnot. Blue says I'm a City fan, and that's your legend. Even though I haven't seen that much from him throughout his career, the sample piece that I do have is decent. He's right. He's interesting. But hey, we will see. We will see. So before this video is not going to be, I mean, I did say it's going to be an hour, but I'm realizing that we pretty much pulled through. So I'm going to read more of your comments, and of course, if there's more stuff that you guys want to talk about, we can do that. I think for next week's transfer show, I'm gonna be trying to invite some more people on so that we can have a discussion, so that the shows can be a bit more like debatable and stuff like that, where people can have debates. That would be a bit more nice. So yeah. Ooh, Brazy said thoughts on Ismail Kone from Canada. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Big up to you, Brazy. I'm not really that much familiar to on Kone, so I can't really be giving much thoughts about it, if I'm going to be honest. Which team even does he Kone? I mean, wait, Kone Canadian. Ooh. Oh, Ivory Coast Canadian. Which team does he play for? Oh, Watford. Yeah, I've not been watching. I'm so sorry, but I've not been watching the championship like that. Like I've just been, following along with, how Sunderland has been doing a little bit here and there because of like I'm a Diallo. So I've just been focusing on my loanies. But I've been hearing a little bit about him, but not much. So I haven't seen him, so I can't say much. But thanks you for the question. Blue says Lukaku gave us our. Oh my God! Of course, gave us our first UCL. So of course he's my legend. Get out of here. Nene Narasuri says shout out from Sweden. Forza Inter. Hey, Forza Inter. Big up to you. Shout out to Sweden. Fellow Scandinavian. Hope you are well. Shout out. Since you are here in the chat, What are your thoughts about Marcus Thuram becoming a new signing for Inter? Are you happy about that, Nene? Let me know. Let me know. Blue has early top five predictions. Ooh, fam, I will be doing a video on that maybe a week before the season kicks off. The Premier League season kicks off. Then I'm gonna be posting a video. But right now, if I'm gonna give like an early one, do I think City's gonna win again? No, I don't want them to. But do I think so? They could. The thing is, though, it really depends on some of the signings that comes in. That's why I have to wait. So I have to wait a little bit longer until I give that prediction. Okay, I need to wait. I need to win. Luan says the players we are linked with is directly linked to the fact that the Glazers have unnecessarily prolonged the sale of United. Glazers out, please. I know Llewellyn is taking way too long with this whole situation. I am tired of it. I'm exhausted mentally and physically. We need to keep it moving because right now it's too much. It's too much. It really is. It's not even a joke. Like it's too much. You know, it really is putting a lot of the press for business that we are trying to do on hold. It's stalling for a long time. So yeah, I hope that we can resolve it as quick as possible. Brazy says they saying Kune the next under the radar CDM. Ooh, okay. Hey, that's interesting. Is that the guy that? No, it's not the guy that Liverpool has been linked with, right? Or am I tripping? Let me know. And it says I'm very happy with Marcus coming to us, and if we can land Lukaku again, it will be great for our depth in the squad. Really? I actually am thinking I kind of want Lukaku to leave, but then again, it's the point. Like they do, Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez do have a good connection. Just didn't really show in the Champions League final, as Blue very much knows. But that is a good point with the depth. But could it be other options then? I don't know. But Marcus Thuram, it'll be interesting. I'm not like super gassed, but I'm interested. And it says Tudam is fast winger from the beginning, and we need a guy who can dribble. Very good point. We do need that, especially when coming into like the counter attacks and whatnot. Like I do think that will be very good, and I'm excited. I really am. I mean, hopefully Inter can they can keep moving from or what should I say? What's the word that I'm looking for? That I hope that they can capitalize. That's probably the word from the fact that okay, they had a really good season, almost won a treble, not the treble, won a treble. You know, they won a double, right? Two different cups, back-to-back cups as well, right? Okay, top four secured, Champions League final, close to winning it as well, right? So I hope that they can replicate it. So that's why like it's important to keep some of the players. I know that it's the economy and whatnot. It's a bit they can't necessarily compete with the Prem when it comes to that, especially and the fact that Saudi Arabia is in the conversation as well, right? So been hearing thoughts about maybe Brozovic potentially leaving. I hope he doesn't. I think he's exceptional. Please stay. I do hope so. Even though I know Barella has been linked with Man United. I mean, if Barella goes, then I hope that he comes to the red side of Manchester. That's all I'm saying. But he says, no, oh yeah, my bad. Guys, Guadio Kone from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's bare people, like I said, like I've started to do more of these transfer news and whatnot, but I don't know everything, So, hey, we're just rant. But yeah, it'll be interesting. So these are kind of like the biggest talking points, at least for me, that's been most interesting. But we will see. Before I start to leave, let me just see if there's anything. Ooh. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted this. Understand Mohamed Kudus is one of the top targets for Brighton this summer. He's in the list. The interest is concrete. Not an easy deal, but Brighton like Kudus. No concrete talks with Chelsea. Brighton have not opened talks with Cup miners at this stage. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. Huh. We will see. We will see. More than believe we will see. We will see. Keep getting the likes up, everybody. Keep getting the likes up. Do, do. Just gonna real quick check. We got 19 likes. Awesome. Great. It'll be great if we can get it up to 20. And if you're watching the replay, like the video and do comment down below your thoughts about the transfer whatnot. But I think we're gonna wrap it up. But here, I think we're gonna do that. I'll answer this question and then we wrap it up. Raises ask, toss an incredible list of players going to Saudi Pro League. We potentially might need to do a video on that in general, but I don't necessarily have, to be honest, I don't really have like a big issue with it. I'm thinking, the Prem be doing it for years, where we be taking great players and whatnot from like South America, you know, several South American countries, from like the French league, from the Dutch league, you know, Spanish league. We hey, it happens. So I might now gonna be sticking my nose up into to Saudi Arabia because they want to make like the league even more great. They want to compete. I think it makes more sense maybe if players are going more so at the end, like early 30s, mid, late 30s. If some players like Ruben Neves, who is 26 years old, he did leave, that's your choice. You do you. Everybody has different reason to why they want to, to different teams or clubs, clubs or leagues they want to go to. So, hey, and a lot of them, especially from Chelsea, a lot of them are Muslim players, so it's obviously a lot more easier to integrate into Saudi Arabia when you are practicing Muslim as well. Um, Already kind of the culture is already set, then it's easier. So for you to practice your own faith. So hey, I think it'll be interesting. We will see. It'll be quite something to follow throughout the years. Maybe it'll be like one of the top five biggest clubs in the clubs. Why do I keep saying clubs? Because leagues, I don't know, top leagues. We will see. That's kind of my thoughts on it. We end up hearing more. If there's more stuff happening, we might do a video on it. It'll be interesting. But yeah, I think that's that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Benter on says Saudi is doing good to giving players money, but I believe you want to build football, build academies, start from grassroots, start. Ah, that's also something. Yeah, that is a good point, Banter on. Maybe do a little bit of a balance. Try to see if there's probably a lot of good youth players there that hey, wouldn't be a problem. Tracy says video on it would be great. Yeah, I think we might. If that's something that you guys want to see, we could do it. I'm already planning to do some stuff for next week and the week after that. Now that I have that my summer holiday started, so we will be doing some type of content like that. So yeah, but I hope that you all have a lovely day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Make sure you like the video because the more likes we get, the more the video will be pushed out there for other people to see in the future. Subscribe as well. We're not that far away from 2K subscribers. Woohoo! And as well, what else is it? Oh, please also feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. You get a customized badge next to your name. Also, emoji you can use, sneak peek into upcoming content as we get more members in, and as well behind the scene stuff. So if you wanna, then hey, feel free to join. It's just another way to support the channel, but you simply do support by just liking, viewing, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Yeah. Banteron says Timber to Arsenal for me is exciting. The level of technical ability he has, United do want to lose him to Arsenal because he's just incredible. I think but I think there are the dark. It's not the pri- top priority, but I see what you're saying, Banteron. I see what you're saying. It'll be a good sign for Arsenal if if you do go to Arsenal, then hey, it will make sense. So I haven't planned any video for tomorrow, but potentially if there's anything interesting happening, like big transfer news, then we might maybe film a short video, or we'll probably go live. So yeah, you never know. Luna says thank you all for tuning in. Sophie never misses. Thanks for another great stream. A big up to you, Llewellyn. Thank you for all of you guys who take the time of your day to tune in and interact with my content. I really appreciate it, and it makes it all worthwhile. So thank you. But yeah, I will actually later tonight in a few hours be live on Uncle Rob's channel for another panel debate show. So I will be sharing that in the community tab. So make sure to check that out when we are live. But other than that, probably back tomorrow, if not next week. So yeah, have a great time. See y'all soon. Bye bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.